You're watching the award-winning GHS-TV, a nationally recognized student television station.
Wake up, Germantown. It's 43 degrees out on this Tuesday, April 10th. I'm Scarlett Simpson. Here are your top stories this morning. Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg is swapping his signature jeans and hoodie for a suit and tie for his trip to Washington. Today, Zuckerberg will answer to lawmakers on Capitol Hill in regard to users' privacy on the popular social media platform. He is expected to apologize for the privacy breach and take responsibility for the incident, telling lawmakers, quote, "It was my mistake and I'm sorry. I started Facebook, I run it, and I'm responsible for what happens here." Facebook has begun to notify the 87 million users whose information was violated via their newsfeed. Illinois Senator Tammy Duckworth made history Monday, becoming the first U.S. Senator to give birth while in office. Her new daughter's name is Miley Pearl, inspired by Duckworth's Hawaiian background. Duckworth had her first child in 2014 when she was serving in the U.S. House. In a statement issued by her office, Duckworth used the event to advocate that rules should be changed so she can bring her baby to Senate votes. Taking a look at news a little closer to home, the nation's report card comes out today, and all eyes are on Tennessee to see if the state's hot streak will continue. The report, which is released every 2 years, showed sizable gains in reading and math in 4th and 8th grade readers, both in 2013 and 2015. Now, as state leaders wait for the 2017 results, they attribute the success to the policy shifts that have happened in the last 10 years. Higher academic standards, a new state test designed to meet those standards, and new systems to hold districts, schools, teachers, and students accountable. A 3rd grade classroom in Memphis has a unique resident. Her name is Bella, and she's a pig. Bella spends her days in Carrie Galfin's 3rd grade classroom at Grace St. Luke's Episcopal School in Midtown. Bella helps teach students empathy, sensitivity, and responsibility. The students are responsible for caring for Bella. Bella will continue enjoying her time as a sort of teacher's assistant at Grace St. Luke's for the foreseeable future. A new organization is helping students express themselves through song. The Memphis Youth Chorale, which started last year, gives students another opportunity to improve their singing and performance. Wake Up Germantown reporter Alan Toney and videographer Chase Woodard give you an inside look behind the Memphis Youth Chorale.
First note.
High school and middle school students gather every Tuesday for more singing opportunities than they usually get from their school choirs. They are all members of the Memphis Youth Chorale.
The Memphis Youth Chorale is a community choir for middle school and high schoolers aged 12 to 18.
Currently in its 2nd season, the Memphis Youth Chorale is fairly new. Memphis Youth Chorale founder and University of Memphis professor Emily Frizzell is excited to be directing Youth Chorale students once again.
It's just an outside of school extracurricular group for people to get more choir than they would get in just a school day.
The Memphis Youth Chorale gives its members the opportunity to be in a professional chorale, with rehearsals once a week and local and regional performances throughout the year.
Here you go.
We come in and we get seated and we'll do some sight reading and we'll warm up. Then she'll tell us what piece to pull out and we'll just start practicing.
It's not like super serious as school is like real strict. It's a little bit more laid back, but we still get like a lot of work done.
Professor Frizzell doesn't do it alone. College student volunteers help out and get course credit in return.
Being able to spend time with them and learn music with them it's really eye-opening for me. Like what students am I going to encounter when I start teaching? So
That's kind of a mutually beneficial situation.
From different choral pieces to the many performance opportunities, Professor Frizzell says she loves making music with a group of of young, eager performers.
These students have not very many opportunities to get to sing together, and by having a community choir, more people can be invested in this group because we have students from Germantown, from Briarcrest, from White Station, from Central, all these different places who come together to sing, so all those people from those communities are invested in this group.
Musical development is good for the community because it allows us to develop our own choral identity, our own musical identity as a community.
I think everybody should join and we should have more programs like this around.
Reporting for WMC Action News 5, I'm Alan Toney, News 101.
Katko with this week's second 24-frame trivia question and your chance to win 2 free Malco movie passes. Opening this Friday, Rampage is based on the classic 1980s video game featuring apes and monsters destroying cities. Primatologist Davis Oakey shares an unshakable bond with George, a silverback gorilla who's been in his care since birth. When a rogue genetic experiment goes wrong, it causes George, a wolf, and a reptile to grow to a monstrous size. As the mutated beasts embark on a path of destruction, Oakey teams up with a discredited genetic engineer and the military to secure the antidote and prevent a global catastrophe. That leads us to today's trivia question. Who plays Davis, the lead in Rampage? Is it A, Naomi Harris, B, Dwayne Johnson, or C, Jeffrey Dean Morgan? Think you know the answer? Write your name, phone number, first period teacher, and the correct answer on a sheet of paper and turn it into the contest box in C office by 2:30 today. And now for today's viral video. A dog refuses to let go of his toy. That's it for me. I'm Raina Katko, and I'll see you at the movies.
I'm Rachel Christopherson, here with another Moments in History. On this day in 1849, Walter Hunt received a patent for a contraption that we now know as a safety pin. He immediately sold the rights for his invention for $400 to pay a $15 debt to a friend. Also on this day in 1945, the Allies liberated Buchenwald, the first Nazi concentration camp of World War II. Finally, in 1972, the Biological Weapons Convention was opened for signature. In it, the United States, Soviet Union, and 70 other countries agreed to ban biological weapons. It was the first treaty banning an entire category of weapons of mass destruction. That's it for Moments in History. I'm Rachel Christopherson.
Hey everyone, it's time for another edition of Tech Talk, where we introduce you to new technology getting ready to hit the market. First up, we have the 01 football helmet. Designed to reduce head impacts and to limit impact forces, the 01 helmet brings the safety, support, and innovation needed to all athletes playing contact sports. Next, we have APC's Electric Backups Connect. This one-of-a-kind item has been designed to provide instant backup power to your internet during outages, allowing users to make emergency calls and keep all devices available for use. Finally, we have Kisa's Kiss Connector. This tiny device can be tucked into the skin of products, having it transmit data up to 6 gigabytes per second, all by making 2 devices touch each other. That's all for this edition of Tech Talk. I'm Rodney McKenna. Here's Alan Toney with today's school news.
Thanks, Rodney. Congratulations to yesterday's 24-frame trivia winner, CJ Jamerson, who correctly answered that Wes Anderson created Fantastic Mr. Fox. CJ wins 2 free movie passes, courtesy of Malco Theaters and GHS-TV. Join Rho Kappa for a Spirit Night to fundraise for veterans tomorrow from 5 to 8 p.m. at Pyro's Fire Fresh Pizza, located on Ridgeway Road. A portion of the purchases will be donated to the Alpha Omega Veteran Home. Hope to see you there. There will be a brief mandatory meeting for all Talk of the Town panel members. Speaking of Talk of the Town, there is an open discussion tomorrow during B Clubs. Topics to be discussed are police, people, and perspectives. To attend this discussion, you must have a ticket from room B202 or be a club member. The prom is nearly here, so it's time to get ready. Here are some prom things you need to remember. Only juniors and seniors can buy prom tickets. Freshmen and sophomores can attend as guests, but they must be at least 15 years old. If your guest is not a GHS student, they must meet the age minimum and may have graduated from high school within the last year. All guests, including GHS freshmen and sophomores, must complete the prom permission form and get it signed by their school's administration. The permission form is located outside of Mrs. Geyer's room in A211. This form must be faxed or emailed by April 18th. See Mrs. Geyer for more information. Prom is April 20th, and bids go on sale Monday, April 16th. There are $70 for a couple or $35 for a single bid. Bids can only be purchased during 5th period in room A211. Stop by the bulletin board in A lobby for all details. And finally, today's lunch will include roasted turkey and gravy, spicy chicken sandwich, entree salad, fresh fruit, chilled fruit cup, and milk. It's now time to get to know one of GHS's awesome faculty members. Here's Kyle Bowers with today's Who's Who.
Hey everyone, I'm here in C office with one of our clerical assistants, Mrs. Strand. Mrs. Strand, how long have you been working at Germantown?
I've been working in the attendance office for 11 years, and before that, I was a substitute teacher for 10 years.
Well, what all goes into your job?
Quite a lot, unfortunately. We have to take care of the students who are checking in and out, people who check their students out. I read all the notes that we get in. I have to make sure that they are real notes, not ones that are forgeries. I also have to give out the medicine because we have no nurse, and I also have to find the skippers. I have to look out to account for students being here every single minute of every day.
Well, what is your favorite part about your job?
Actually, my favorite part is working with my office workers and the students that come in here. They're really the bright spot of my day.
Well, Mrs. Strand, thank you so much for everything you do here at Germantown. Be sure to say hi to Mrs. Strand the next time you're in C office. Back to you.
Now let's get an update on the world of sports, both here in Germantown and beyond. Ryan Coleman has today's sports report.
Hey guys, last night the Memphis Grizzlies fell short in a winner-take-all battle against the Minnesota Timberwolves. After the Grizzlies led by as many as 10 points in the first quarter, 37-28, the Timberwolves took charge with a 15-0 burst. Karl Anthony Towns had 24 points and 18 rebounds. Although the Grizzlies did not make the Western Conference playoffs, they had a chance to kick the Timberwolves out of the contention. That 113-94 win kept the Wolves in the Western Conference playoffs. With just one game left on the Memphis Grizzlies schedule, they look to finish the year with a W against Russell Westbrook and his Oklahoma Thunder. Will veteran Marc Gasol and his young squad break through the Thunder superstar trio? Find out tomorrow night on ESPN at 7 o'clock. Switching gears, the Memphis Redbirds open their home schedule tonight against the Omaha Storm Chasers. The Pacific Coast League champions have been red hot in their first 4 games, scoring 40 runs, including a 12-run 7th inning in Friday's 17-4 win over Round Rock. So expect more fireworks tonight. Game starts at 7:05, but go early to see them raise the banner for last year's PLC championship. That's at 6:40. Moving on to Red Devil baseball. The varsity team is looking for a much-needed win tonight after starting the season 4-12. The Devils' schedule is very competitive and grueling, and they need our help cheering them on. So come on out and support them at 6 p.m. Red Devil Field against the Bolton Wildcats. That's your look at the world of sports, Scarlett. Sending it back to you.
Well, Ryan, a lot of seniors are leaving G-Town baseball this year. What mark will they leave on the future baseball team?
Well, Scarlett, the seniors have played Germantown baseball since they were freshmen. And with the record that they currently have, I don't think that they want the future of baseball athletics to plummet. So we can look for a competitive drive and change in gameplay from them, especially here very soon.
Thanks, Ryan. Taking a look at this week's weather, tomorrow the high will be 70 degrees with a low of 52 degrees. There is a 10% chance of rain with the humidity at 44%. Thursday, expect a high of 76 degrees and a low of 57. There is a 0% chance of rain, so no need for a raincoat. That's all the news from around the world and here at home. From all of us here at GHS-TV, have a great day.
For those who wish to participate, please stand and join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. In accordance with state law, Germantown High School will now observe a moment of silence. Thank you, and have a great day.